Good morning, class 9th student. After completion of chapter related to the word problem of simultaneous linear equation, now we are going to start a very new chapter, the chapter 11, that is a midpoint theorem. The chapter belongs to the geometrical section, and in the geometrical section, the chapter 10 triangles you have already studied before, I think, the summer break, and now we are going to start a new chapter, midpoint theorem. A midpoint theorem basically based on, again, the same topic is triangle, and the statement is like this. The theorem first is the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half of it. For example, you can see a triangle ABC, and suppose the midpoint of AB is E and the midpoint of AC, suppose F, and according to the statement, if you join the midpoints of the 2 points, that is always parallel to the third side, and half of it means you can say if you join the midpoints of any two of the side, then the line EF, or you can say line segment EF, is always parallel to the third side. Means EF is always parallel to BC. Always remember this statement. Proof given in your book, but now there is no use of this derivation, how to find out EF parallel to BC. Just remember the theorem and their statement and the relation, like EF is parallel to BC, the first point, and EF is half of BC. Always remember. So I repeat again the statement: the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half of it. Not only that is, always choose a midpoint of AB and AC. You can choose any side to take the midpoints of, like this. I give you another example for you, like A, B and C. For example, midpoint of ACB, suppose this one is E. Second is midpoint of BC, suppose F. If you join the midpoints, again you can say EF parallel to the third side is AB. So EF, again say EF is equal to half of, now in this time, AB, and EF is also parallel to AB. So this one is the example for the first figure. This one is a part of the second figure. So always concentrate on the midpoints, okay, where we are joining the midpoints, and then always compare to the third side, that is parallel to this and half of this. And the converse theorem is basically, converse theorem, you know, the given condition convert into the derivative section or proof section, and proof section is convert into the given section. For example, the converse of midpoint, converse theorem of midpoint theorem is, you can see the statement: the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to other side bisects the third side. Now if you follow this statement, just one condition change into the given condition and one condition change to the proof. For example, in the first one we are saying joining of the two midpoints. So joining of the two midpoints, then the line segment is parallel to the third side. Now in this time, the line drawn through the midpoint of one side, means one point is given, and draw a line parallel to BC, parallel to the third line, drawn the line from point E, that is parallel to E, always bisect the third side. We are just change the statement. Line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to other side bisect the third side, means F is a midpoint of AC. Just reverse the condition, or you can say shuffle the condition. Given condition convert into the proof condition and proof convert into the given conditions. So now that is a two statement. Always remember, in each and every question concentrate on joining of the midpoints and then compare with the third side which is parallel or which is not parallel. Concentrate on that particular point. So now I am going to attempt a few of the question of your exercise. After that you can start the exercise. So exercise number 11. And now exercise number 11, the very first question, I take the very first question because of that first one is always the easy one and better to improve your conceptual part. So the first question is, in the figure first given below D, E and F, open the book always when you watch the video, always open the book, take a rough register and copy the questions. So A, B, C, suppose it is a given figure first question, first figure, A, B, C is a triangle, D, E and F are midpoints. Okay, the D points is given on BC, E point is given on AC and the midpoint is given F on AB. Join with a dotted line already given in your book, right here. Okay, now what is the given condition? I repeat again, in the figure first given below, D, E and F are midpoints of the sides BC, CA and AB respectively of triangle ABC, and the given condition is if AB is given 6 centimeter, BC is 4.8 centimeter and CA is given 5.6 centimeter. So find the perimeter. Need to find the very first part is the trapezium FBCE. So always rotate your eyes on that particular point, FBCE, that is a trapezium, FBCE. Okay, second, the triangle DEF, okay, what exactly you want the triangle DEF? The perimeter of, find the perimeter of. Okay, find the perimeter. I forget this line, so find the perimeter. Okay, come to the point. So solution is always write D, E and F are midpoint of the sides BC, CA and AB respectively. So you can say it is a given, and after that say by midpoint theorem you can say DE is parallel to DE. Concentrate on the very first side. DE is parallel to AB, and you can say DE is half of AB. So DE is half of AB. AB stand is the given condition is 6. So you can say DE is 3 centimeter. Again say EF is parallel to BC, and EF is half of BC. Now you can say half of BC is given 4.8, so you can say 2.4 centimeter. I am using this symbol of is implies that. Is implies that means if you want to continue line in a particular direction, so you can use this is implies that, means this is equals to this, is implies that, this is implies this, that, because due to the scrolling, the sometimes the figure will shift the up above on this page, and tough to watch the sides and the things. So I always use a single line statement using of this is implies that. So EF is equals to half BC, is implies that half of 4.8, is implies that 2.4 centimeter. Now in this third one you can see DF is parallel to AC. DF is half of DF is half of AC, or you can say DF parallel to AC. After that you can put the value half. AC is given AC or CA is given 5.6, that is 2.8 centimeter. After finding of all the three lines DE and EF and DF, now we are going to attempt the question. The trapezium FBCE means perimeter of FBCE. So the perimeter of FBCE means that is equal to FB plus BC, FB plus BC plus CE plus EF. So what do you think about BF? What do you think about the BF? F is a midpoint of AB, right? So you can say half of AB. BC we all knows very well, put the value later. CE is half of AC and EF अभी ऐसे ही रखते हैं. Now put the value of all these sides. Half AB is given 6, BC 4.8, half AC 5.6, and EF we have already calculated 2.4. So that is 3 plus 4.8 plus 2.8 plus 2.4. So it is your duty to sum all these side. I hope you know very well how to add all these values, right? And perimeter of triangle DEF, perimeter of triangle DEF is DE plus EF plus DF. Now DE you know 3 centimeter, EF you know 2.4 centimeter, and DF you know 2.8 centimeter. So add all these three and you will get the answer. The fundamental part of this midpoint theorem is always concentrate of the midpoints given in a figure or draw the figure and then compare to the third side, that is always parallel, and then half. So you can try and start the exercise. In the next time we will discuss more problems, right? Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.